Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is that is crazy. It's crazy to be back. For you, it's just yet another part. For me, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Web development is killing me. Oh man. This is part 12. And I think in the previous part I was liberating borrows and just doing random quests, if I'm not wrong. Should avoid using the word make. I always want to say I'm making quests. I know that we're doing quests, we're not making them, I'm not creating them. But I don't know, that's weird. Yep, in any case, I think I'll just continue with the... we have Deacon's quests, we have... I don't know, Henry Green missions, I suppose. And some other missions, Darwin missions. That's what I'll do. I'll try to finish this quest. I'm not sure that I'll be able to finish them in this part, but at least these quests are interesting, I suppose. An abominable mystery. Hell's Bells. That's interesting. Charles Dickens missions are very interesting. Yep. So every time when I played Assassin's Creed Origins, I had a similar moment when I had some, I don't know, either I didn't feel like playing, or I
Slow
there are a
down.
bunch of chests here, or I was doing some coding challenges or something like that, because I don't know, there are job offers, you're sending your resume there, and they're giving you some kind of test, do this, do that, and stuff, and then you're diving into that thing because there are always a bunch of different errors or things that are not working, and then you're just like you completely disconnect from the world to the point where you're not playing, you're not going out, you're not even speaking with people. That is crazy. I don't know what to say. Wow. I'm glad it's over. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Let me play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Well. I want to finish Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and that's it.
There you go. Here now. Go on. Atta girl. There you are. That's it.
And also, I think I mentioned it, but even though this game has fall vibes, and it will definitely be interesting to rewatch it in fall, I am recording it in summer.
There
So
you are.
there are days when it's like 34 degrees outside or something like that, and it's just impossible to record things. I don't know how. I have spoken with many Brazilians. I have a lot of dialogues and conversations related to the weather, to the temperature, to what is their favorite season or something like that. And a lot of Brazilians say that, yeah, for us like 25, 30 degrees is a pretty normal temperature and stuff.
There you go.
I don't understand it. Just in Europe, we are living in we're supposed to have a temperate climate. That's not the case anymore because of the global warming, and summers are getting more and more kind of difficult because of the high temperatures. But I don't know how can people say that 30 degrees is it's a normal temperature. You're sweating all the time. This is such a disaster. Well, I'm probably too European to understand that. I'm too used to normal balanced climates, to having 4 seasons, and that's it. Uncover the truth behind some paranormal thefts. Close bells.
There's been a spate of rather intriguing thefts about town recently.
Robberies in London are hardly supernatural events.
They look like common robberies at first, but these perpetrators have all claimed to have been under the influence of some supernatural power. I'm not so foolish as to forget that criminals will spin any yarn to avoid the law. However, these thieves all proffer the same defense. They say they were being controlled by a demon.
Oh, really?
Will you make some inquiries? One of our demon-possessed mobsmen is being held behind bars at this very moment. You may want to begin your search there.
He's a broken-hearted milkman, in grief he's afraid. Through keeping up the company of a young son.
What is happening? If it's not my mic, it's my camera. Wow.
That's it. Gotta go.
But I'm looking for a flower shop, and I've been told there's a good one in the area.
We can't be having that. It's really as simple as that.
Shouldn't you be at home with her then?
No. Somebody stop.
You just made more work for me, you blind idiot, because I have all the time in the world.
I wanted to play as Jacob. I forgot about it. Oh, my bad. Because I feel like I'm playing as CV all the time. A big mistake. Well, whatever.
What's that man done?
Rob the pawnbrokers down the road.
A demon made me do it. I can't remember much. That's what's so queer. I've never stolen anything in my life before.
Let's pretend that I believe you. Tell me who made you do it.
All I can recall is a silver watch, swinging in mid-air. It was held by someone or something. A dark presence whispering. I could only see its eyes. A demon.
I'll need to verify this with the shopkeeper. What can you tell me about the robbery?
There's not much to say. Most of the items did come from the same seller. Enzio Capelli, Sorcerer Supreme, a famous showman from Italy. Several weeks ago, he was forced to pawn his family heirlooms. Debts. I have the address of the last person who redeemed something of his. A lovely pearl necklace. That helpful?
Not again! Stop her! Stop! Somebody stop that thief!
Oi, watch it!
Look at that speed.
Where am I? What's happening?
You took something from a pawn shop.
It's all very hazy, but I remember something silver flashing in front of my eyes. Then I heard a sort of bell. Next thing I know, I'm here with you.
My only lead is this mysterious buyer. This chap might lead me to the demon.
I was about to say invisibility is pretty useful, but actually no, it's not working.
Mr. Enzio Capelli, I presume? So you're responsible for the theft of your own jewels?
You are very much mistaken, aren't you, my child?
Yes, I'm very much mistaken. Hold on.
You are very much mistaken. And now you are so very, very tired, aren't you?
Yes, I'm very, very tired.
Now, you're going to do a little job of work for me, aren't you?
My goodness, what foul behavior.
What's going on? Where am I?
You've been arrested for theft. How very intriguing.
I can't remember a jot of it.
Let's get you out of here. I've pulled a few strings, and they won't prosecute on account of your losing your mind. Be free, little chicken.
That was interesting. Demolition Derby. Well, let's think. Recollection. Dickens memories. Let's go.
There's nothing here for you but a pound. Right, move it on, or I'll move you around. Where your fun and games come from.
It would have been probably funny if it was Jacob who got in jail, who got hypnotized, and then got in jail, and Evie would arrive to bail him out. That would be pretty ironic. Can we improve? No, we need money. Collection. The Ghost Club investigates the circumstances that led to the arrest of the confused assassin.
Have you truly no recollection of the events that landed you in a cell?
I remember what the other victims remember. A silver watch, the sound of a bell, and a sort of shadow.
A glint of silver and a tolling bell. Hey. I must say, you look very tired.
Yes. I am so very, very tired.
Now you're going to do a little job of work for me, aren't you?
Now I'm going to do a little job of work for you.
You've cost me a bit of money, mate. So I think it's only fair that you replenish my coffers with donations from the good people of London. You will steal money for me, won't you?
Yes, I will steal money for you.
It's actually interesting to see when we're speaking with Charles Dickens. They started this sequence, but I played a CV before. Now I'm as Jacob. So it's hard scripted to the character that you play. It's hard scripted, it's kind of related to the character that you play.
Help! Thief!
How dare you!
Oi! Get away from me, you dodger!
Good. Very good. Now, we can't have criminals like you roaming the streets. You will surrender to the police, won't you?
Yes. I will surrender to the police.
Oh, and when you do, you're going to do a silly little dance for them.
I say, you gave me a terrible fright. Muttering about a man named Ezio.
Enzio Capelli. Not a demon, but a hypnotist. And he's not even Italian.
I suspected hypnotism from the very start. You must find the villain.
It feels like Ubisoft is doing this. I don't know whether I call it an Easter egg or not, but it feels like maybe it probably feels like a simple reference, but they are doing references to Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2 in every single Assassin's Creed game. In Assassin's Creed Origins we had a character named Ezio. maybe even in Odyssey as well. We have it in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm not sure about Unity, but that's possible as well. That's funny. It's kind of embrace your best game, at least based on what people say. I don't know why people praise Ezio so much, but fair enough. I'm more into Assassin's Creed 3 and Connor's story.
You're going to stand watch while I ransack this house, aren't you?
Yes. I'm going to stand watch.
What was that noise?
Ransack
Go
this
take a look.
house.
You're going to obey the bell, aren't you?
Yes. I'm going to obey.
Mr. Capelli?
Yep, but he's alive. He's alive, no? Isn't he?
We mustn't allow anyone to get near Mr. Capelli.
Well, that complicates everything. It's now that he's inside the building, there are just too many people there.
You are very much mistaken, aren't you, my child?
Yes, I am very much mistaken. Oh, wait. No, I'm not.
We mustn't allow anyone to get near.
You want to let me go, don't you? I admit it. I'm not Italian. It was just for my act. Nobody wanted to see a British hypnotist.
Oh, shut up.
I'll give you anything you want.
I want you to shut your mouth. Do you know a Dr. John Elliotson?
Never heard of the man.
Did you really think mesmerism would work?
How dare you? I'm a hypnotist. Take it easy, I'm an old man.
My carriage feels like a tank, seriously. It's because of those improvements, I suppose. But it's just like you touch another carriage, even a little bit, and it feels like you're just ramming them full speed.
Can we not work out an arrangement?
Time to confess and free the people under your silly spell.
Well, let's see, what else do we have? An abominable mystery. Darwin memories. Charles Dickens memories. 50 Berkeley Square. Dead letters. There are a lot of missions, but that's great. I actually like them. At least they are somehow interesting. I can't say the same thing about other missions. At least here we're kind of debunking some weird situations. That is definitely more interesting. Than generic missions. We'll see about Darwin, but this ghost club thing, whatever, are definitely not bad. Especially that I feel like it fits pretty well the time period, because London back then, during the rapid development of industrial things, whatever they are, it was really a period of a lot of superstitions. Despite the technological advancements and stuff, people still believed random weird things, which is kind of interesting. The most haunted house in London.
Well, Charlie, I suppose the Ghost Club holds some new horror for me today?
As a matter of fact, yes. Follow me. Number 50, Berkeley Square. 4 stories high and branded, "Beware all those who enter." There have been many strange tales of this dreadful domicile. The earliest report of a haunting was said to be the spectre of a small girl who was murdered by a servant. She could be seen at the attic windows, weeping and wringing her little hands in an agony of despair. Come along. The house awaits. Another legend claims the attic is haunted by the spirit of a young woman who purportedly threw herself from the top floor windows to escape her abusive uncle. Her screaming ghost has reportedly been sighted hanging from the window ledge. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
There are some random bugs or glitches or whatever they are sometimes.
Shall we? Though this house is vacant, some say it comes alive at night with screams of terror, ringing bells, and slamming shutters. Although eerie, this phenomenon is easily produced by pneumatic tubes and valves. There are claims the legends all seem to focus on one room in particular. A sudden draft. Nothing more. My word. Perhaps I shall wait here while you investigate the source of that laughter, which is not at all unsettling.
Why were you hanging around that house?
What's it to you?
Tell me or I'll drag it out of you.
We were there for the treasure. We found a secret passage.
Secret passage?
Yeah. A secret passage. Here, take it. Just leave me be.
I really need to find some chests to get some money, to get an improvement, the notoriety one, because this is getting tiring.
I've found a lock, but I haven't located the key.
Lucky for you, I've got it.
So this is how it works.
How disappointingly dull.
Get out of my house!
Get clear, Charlie!
There was no one whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive.
I didn't...
I don't say that any paranormal things are non-existent, like it's a like it doesn't exist at all and stuff. Who knows? Yeah, usually there's some kind of an explanation. But you know, I still find it interesting that Ubisoft kind of follows this pattern of in the vast majority of cases, not always, but in the vast majority of these different weird situations of they follow the path of just debunking and showing that actually behind a lot of mysteries there are there is nothing really scary. Those are just humans doing weird things. So, you know. And it's said that we don't have such things in newer games, like in Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey. They have certain things that we don't have in this kind of games. But I find it kind of sad because investigating different weird situations and mysteries, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite side missions. We had it in Assassin's Creed 3. We didn't have it in Assassin's Creed 4, if I remember correctly. And we didn't have it in Assassin's Creed Unity. But we have it in Assassin's Creed 3. The Adventurer Club or whoever they are, or something. And we have it in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, so these are maybe the only two games that have such things. I'm not sure about Assassin's Creed 2, and I don't think we had something like that in Assassin's Creed 1. But yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed Syndicate are definitely unique in terms of such things. I think it's a great idea. I think he could have even implemented it in every single game, even in Assassin's Creed Origins, even if it's in ancient Egypt. There are still, no matter the age, no matter the technological progress, no matter the circumstances, there will always be people who believe in weird things, who will kind of add to some real life situations some part of their imagination, and it will create a myth or a legend or something just because they were so afraid that their brain imagined some kind of a, I don't know, a crazy creature, while in reality they were just, it was dark, they didn't see much, and they panicked. That's not the case for every single situation. As I said, I'm not going to affirm that, oh, paranormal, supernatural things do not exist. I don't know, who knows. I'm not going to because there are people who say, well, there are only laws of physics, so we should only rely on such things. There are so many undiscovered things in the world. I think I saw some kind of an, it wasn't an article, it was some kind of an idea that we know more about the air or space or something like that more than we know about seas and oceans, because they are so deep we only know, I don't know, what, 5 or 10% of we only know 5 or 10% of things about seas and oceans. Something like that, whatever. But the idea is that it's true that there are still so many undiscovered things that we cannot know for sure what exists and what is not. What is present in our world and what is not.
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
That was interesting. We saw Dickens. No, it's him. Okay, whatever. His hair without any lighting, it looks like a hat. Whatever. What else do we have? We have another mission over here, right? Defamation. No, it's Darwin. Dickens. That's what we need. This is probably the last mission. And I think this one is, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the Jack, the High Spring Jack? Whatever the name of this guy? Don't remember his name. Jack something. Or maybe it's... What do we have? This mission and... Well, it seems like that's it. There's nothing else left. That's weird. I was sure that there should be some kind of another Spring Hill Jack mission. If I remember correctly, this one is an investigation of a murder, no? Whatever, we'll see. Dead letters. While investigating a haunted carriage where an assassin receives a personal letter from a complete stranger.
You seem tired, friend. Everything all right?
No rest for the wicked, Charlie.
Today's Ghost Club investigation involves a carriage. It's said to be covered with gold leaf, dazzling passers-by when the sun shines. Naturally, it's rumored to be haunted. Now let's see if we can find it.
I presume this was once used to carry the mail.
You have my thanks. Thank you.
Oh, that actually looks remarkably comfortable. What the devil?
My darling Fry, how I long to be in your arms again. Ever since our last meeting, I have been racked with loneliness. Your absence drives me to despair. I implore you, return to me at once. I long to see you and hear your voice. Do not delay. I await your arrival and offer myself to you completely. Your very own Elizabeth.
madam. Don't worry. You're safe.
Oh, you saved me. That wretch would have forced me to marry him within the hour. I must return home.
We can see her head in the carriage. I'm saying it just in case. You never know.
Oh, his accomplices will surely murder you. Quickly, we have not a moment to lose.
Right you are, miss.
We've lost. Thank you. You have been a great help. Will you please take me home? I owe you my thanks. You have gone to a great deal of trouble for someone you don't even know. What is your name?
Jacob Fry, miss.
You have preserved my honor and saved my life. I am Elizabeth. Won't you climb down and sit beside me so that I might see your face?
Miss? Where are you?
I cry for help, my dearest Mama and Papa. By the time you read this, I shall likely be dead. I cannot marry the Marquis, for I love another. I must escape this brutal tyrant, but I know that if I do so, he will hunt me down. I am so afraid. Love you. Bye. Your daughter, Elizabeth.
You look as though you're just about to collapse. What on earth has happened?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I mean, it's true that this situation looks pretty weird. Not only we found the letter before meeting the woman, but then we saw her disappearing from the car. I mean, we saw it literally because she just like vanished. If you look at the carriage, you'll see it. But also she vanished in terms of the story. Jacob entered the carriage and she was not there. So it's true that it's kind of interesting. Pretty weird situation. Ooh, the Terror of London, Spring Hill Jack. You see, this is the last mission. That's what I was talking about. Let's go. Let's do it. And I suppose this is the very last mission with Dickens, which is sad. Honestly, I'd continue this quest. The Terror of London. Spring Hill Jack returns to bedevil the good people of London. Stop him.
Thank goodness you're here. Impossible as it may sound, Spring-Heeled Jack has returned. We need to do something before the unthinkable happens.
I thought we'd already dealt with this nonsense.
There may be more to this than we originally thought.
This definitely looks better. But well. $10K. Yeah.
You there! Stop what you're doing!
You'll have to do better than that. I am a ghost, not me. A terror in the night. I am the terror of London. I am a ghost. Performing the feats of a devil. Long have I stalked the streets of London. No one is safe from my beastly claws. I am a ghost, not fiend. A terror in the night. Long have I stalked the streets of London. I am a ghost, not fiend. A terror in the night. A fiend! A terror in the night! Weapon forged by man can harm me!
What? How? Where?
You, Jack, will never die!
Well, thanks to you, the Ghost Club's reputation has grown tremendously. We are a beacon of reason in a world beguiled by superstition.
But I believe we have encountered one genuine spirit.
Can you be certain? That's the question. One might surmise that the spirits that haunt us are simply our deepest fears, manifested as apparitions.
Shame. I've always wanted to see a ghost. Or a goblin.
I propose a toast to the Ghost Club and the virtuous twins that have aided it, Miss Evie and Mr. Jacob. Cheers.
Jack jumped like a true assassin. Well, that was more or less interesting. Let's see what else do we have. We have a bunch of different missions. But are they as interesting as these ones? I'm not sure. Whatever. Let's continue with it's random situations. Ghost Club is definitely interesting. I hope. I doubt, but I hope we'll have something like that in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Which is... It's kind of weird because in every single culture, country, geographical region, there are some kind of myths and legends. You know. I'm sure that even in ancient or like medieval Japan you can find something interesting. Believing in some kind of a paranormal things is a part of human history, just like religions, I suppose. Every single region, nation, whatever, had their own gods, deities, and supernatural beings. So you can always find something interesting to show.
young friend. Today's papers carry a rebuttal of Mr. Owen's slanderous and ignorant remarks about my work. However, I'm feeling quite like a fossil today. Would you be a dear and get me a copy of the newspaper?
Help me!
Hey, you!
Too bad. It didn't work. Savage. When it's scripted, you can't do anything. The game wants you to run.
Charles, you saved my life.
Yes. Now here's a question for you. Why would you attack a newsboy?
A man paid me and my mates to force newsboys to display this leaflet. Yeah, take the bloody thing and leave me alone.
This spells trouble for Mr. Darwin.
Great, what's next? Karl Marx Memories, Cat and Mouse. Why not? Let's go. It's not far.
Frighten me. I insist on being heard.
Listen to me. I have been ordered to keep your rallies off the streets.
No, you must listen to me. The people in this city are in dire need of your assistance. Oh, you are Jacob Fry, are you not? And Miss Fry?
We're at a disadvantage, sir.
Karl Marx. Much like you, I am an activist of sorts.
You've got the look of a man who wants something.
Indeed. You've done more for London citizens lately than any endeavor has accomplished in a decade. But those citizens were already well provided for. I challenge you both to help those who really need your assistance, the working people.
An interesting challenge. We accept.
Shouldn't we at least talk about these things for... Sod it. We accept.
I'm organizing a discreet meeting with some like-minded friends to discuss trades unions. Alas, the police seem to have noticed my activities. They've stuck to me like flies on shice. In any case, I need you to help me get to the meeting without the interference of the police. You see? There's one of their damn spies now. Tonight, sundown, the usual place.
I'll be there.
You know, I had similar problems with the police in Paris. Well, Paris and Brussels. And also, perhaps Cologne. Our next worthy ally awaits us in a nearby pub. Onwards. No doubt the police already have agents stationed within. I'll wait.
It's interesting that it's interesting to see that Ubisoft, who likes to make characters speak with random weird accents, like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example. They didn't make Marks with some kind of an accent, and the words that he used, Cologne, it's, I don't know what word is it English or French or whatever, but in German it's Köln. Köln. I think that's it, that's the pronunciation. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but I think that's it.
usual location. 1 hour.
Right you are, Mr. Marks, sir.
I believe our work here is complete. Come, let's slip away and get to the meeting. I do appreciate your assistance in this matter. Only when workers are able to assemble freely and in strength will we be able to achieve the reforms we most assuredly deserve. Might I trouble you to stay nearby until the meeting is over? I fear we may yet meet with some mischief.
I told you, Marks will be here. Heard it from the man's own lips. Now about my payment.
You'll get your 30 pieces, chum. Don't you worry.
It seems the movement is ever doomed to be betrayed from within. Will you fetch the gentleman back here? I would look him in the eye and ask why he went back on his brethren.
Are you mad? You're making a big mistake.
Simon, my friend, what possessed you to do this thing? Has the party not taken care of you?
Governor of the Millsea, any man what joins a union will be put out of work come sun up. How long will the party feed my family for?
If we do not stand together, we are lost. My heart is broken, Simon. Please go. I thank you, my friend. I hope you will continue to aid the struggle when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, that was a pretty long mission. Let's think. There's a chest over there. We can... another Karl Marx mission. Henry Green. Well, caricature. We can make this one probably. And there's the chest over there. I don't know, I'm curious what others think, so tell me what do you think about this side quests, side activities, because as I said, Charles Dickens, the Ghost Club thing felt pretty good. It seemed to be a very interesting thing. It was not ideal, obviously, but it was definitely better than these random quests. Follow me, capture the traitor, kill the police or spies or whatever. Feels kinda, I don't know, repetitive, not interesting, or not as interesting as Ghost Club stories. I want to play a CV. Let's change. It doesn't look that bad. It actually looks pretty good. A high quality work. Track down the source of anti-Darwin propaganda.
We are not apes. If the circumstances were not so grave, I'd compliment the artist on the wonderful caricature. They are fools if they believe they can stop progress by printing leaflets and killing newsboys. We must find out who is behind this propaganda before more innocents are harmed. I should very much like it if you could find and remove these awful things. Perhaps you can catch one of the bill posters red-handed.
Should I be concerned? You've done it now, Missy!
I feel like we lack Assassin's Creed. Just randomly thought about it because Karl Marx, he's not British, he's German, right? We lack Assassin's Creed in Germany in some kind of a time period. I don't know which one. Maybe 18th, 19th century. Because I'm quite sure that there are a lot of interesting events to show. But we just never had an opportunity to discover it. Just sad. Savagery.
doing?
Did I kill him? Oh, wow. Things went horribly wrong. I think the problem with these missions is that it feels like you're doing some kind of a job, which is, you shouldn't have this feeling. With the Ghost Club, it's curiosity, it's something interested in stuff, so it kind of pushes you to search for answers, to continue making those missions. While these random missions, it feels like you're opening the game, you're launching the game, you start these missions, and you're like, go over there, kill someone, track someone, run from one place to another, and when you finish it, you start it all over again. Well, let's see. What else do I have? Another Marks mission. Another Marks mission. We have a Henry Green over there. I'm not sure it's a mission. I think we should just speak with him. And that's it.
Good. You're both here. I have something to give you.
That really isn't necessary.
More gifts? You spoil me, Greenie.
Templar numbers are dwindling, and I hate to admit it, but the Rooks are thriving.
Did you hear that, Evie? arriving.
Your time in London has been well spent. I am proud of you.
Was Evie's face dirty in the beginning of the video? That was weird. She had some kind of a spot here, whatever. What else we have? An abominable mystery, the Darwin memories. I don't know, let's do this one, I suppose. Operation Dynamite Boat. Well. It will probably be the last mission because it feels pretty repetitive. To the point where it's just boring to make those things. I need something interesting, breathtaking, you know. And these missions, they are kind of dull. So I always keep coming back to this question of why am I doing things? It's important to understand why are you doing things. And that's the question that I'm asking myself. Why am I doing these things? If they're not particularly interesting.
Ah, my young friend. How good it is to see you. Fortunate, really. It would appear a highly toxic plant, which has the extraordinary effect of making people quite delirious, has been found in this very park. Yet as far as modern science is aware, no such plant exists. I fear the good people of London might be in danger.
Not your average flower. Mr. Darwin was right about these plants. Oh, I don't feel well. That's one less to worry about. These footprints must belong to a rogue gardener. Mr. Darwin will want to inspect these flowers.
Well done. But you don't seem quite like yourself, if I may say so. It's just as I suspected. Those noxious fumes are not being released from the flowers, but from the pots. There must be something in there. An hallucinogenic concoction of some kind. Not unlike the soothing syrup, I should think. We must dispose of it, and quickly. I believe, my young friend, that I might know just the place. Who would want to poison the population of London?
Damn, swimmer.
Who could devise such a nefarious plan? Obviously, it can't be Dr. Elliot. So who can it be?
An organization my brother and I have been fighting all our lives.
I'm afraid, my young friend, that some of your enemies want their...
I don't know what to say. They were shooting me. They killed him.
It's just as I suspected. Those noxious fumes are not being released from the flowers, but from the pots. There must be something in there. An hallucinogenic concoction of some kind. Not unlike the soothing syrup, I should think. We must dispose of it, and quickly. I believe, my young friend, that I might know just the place. Who would want to poison the population of London? Who could devise such a nefarious plan? Obviously, it can't be Dr. Elliot. So who can it be?
An organization my brother and I have been fighting all our lives. Dr. Elliotson was one of them.
I don't need to know more if you do not care to tell me. I'm afraid, my young friend, that some of your enemies want their toxin returned to them. Might I suggest you position our carriage directly in front of theirs? I believe the fumes will impair their ability to drive.
Who's driving?
Well done indeed. Now we must hurry and destroy our cargo. We're almost there.
There are people here. And where is Marks? Well, that was weird, but okay. It feels like a pretty silent part, like you're just doing those quests and that's it. Nothing really to talk about, except for maybe those investigations. They were more or less interesting. Dickens missions, but all other missions are kind of dull. Well, I'll stop here with part 12, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll try to continue with these missions as much as possible, I suppose. I'll skip the white quests, activities, whatever they are, but I'll try to do yellow ones. And this one as well. And obviously Darwin's Orchid. Darwin and Dickens conspiracy. And the dreadful crimes. They're not bad as well. That's it for now.